I guess we're going to do this again. You can start with your name. Explain how you ended up here.
My name is Christopher Daley, D-A-L-E-Y, like the mayor of Chicago. I'm like a lot of people here, which you'll learn if you learn about people here. Most people here, and a lot of people in the country are, but most people here, they say they're Irish, but they don't know anything about it. They never lived there. They might have visited. They're actually Scottish from Canada. And a lot of people know that, but it's not what they say about themselves. And that's typifies most Bostonians. I don't go around talking about that much because they don't want to hear about that. As you can tell, I mean, the mascot professional sports franchise is the Boston Celtics. And they don't even pronounce it the way people there pronounce it.
How do they pronounce it correctly?
Celtics.
Celtics. What do you think of the people of Boston? Do they treat you all right?
No, not always. But they do whatever they can.
Yeah.
People come here because they think it's easier than living in New York. And there is some truth to that. But you're not going to get really successful here.
No? Why is that?
Because it isn't going to happen. It's a small city. There isn't a lot of space here. There isn't a lot of active agriculture. Not a lot of farming. It's a city that's like a suburb.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know what you've found since you've been here.
I've been here for a little while, and I sort of agree. It's definitely smaller. There's definitely less opportunities, but I enjoy it because it's not as crowded.
Well, right now it isn't because of the pandemic. And that came from
Yeah.
the reason they keep saying that it comes from China. And root-wise it does. But the research firms are from this neighborhood. The medical and scientific research firms who were originally here and then in Africa. And they moved out of Africa because of the politics there. Africa, the only unity they have in Africa is not wanting to be controlled by American scientific firms. It's really simple. So they went to China, and China was fine. Give us the money, we'll let you do it here. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's the simplicity of it.
Why were they willing to take the money in China?
Because they want money. I mean, if you offer someone money, they're going to take it. You know, you feed women, you feed children. You know, it's honorable to them. I mean, what's to disagree with that? Here, in America, people have money. They live in suburbs. They live in houses that they own. They have cable TV.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they have the things that people want all over the world. That's why they try to come to live here.
So you think America's a good place to live?
Well, if you like materialism, yes, it is definitely in that sense. In terms of like morality and religious freedom, I don't think it has it, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's, who am I to argue with that?
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you think about your future and the future of your time?
What I think about my future is I'll just live it.
Yeah.
Very simply. I don't know what I'll eat today. I'm trying to get together a few dollars to get something to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm just starving. Haven't eaten in days. Just put up with it. And that's all there is to it.
So Christopher, you said that you used to live in Paris as a consultant.
Yes.
What I'm assuming they were paying you somewhat well there. What brought
They
you-
weren't paying me that well, but they were paying me enough to get something to eat every day, but I did have to go to shelters and that kind of thing to get something to eat. I did have to talk to people about politics. I went there on the 27th after 9/11, like 2 weeks later.
What has changed since then and now? Like what has brought you onto the streets?
I don't know. I didn't have a job. Once you can't pay rent, once you break your legs on the street, you end up on the street. There's nothing you can do right now. It's hard to get medical care because they're more concerned with the pandemic. And like I said before, this country brought it there. Not the whatever they say the other way around.
Yeah.
They're trying to say that China infected us. That's not true. I mean, the medical research and scientific research companies are based here, in Boston, in Brighton. And they know that, but they're making up a story. I can't do anything about it. They can say whatever they want. You know?
Yeah.
Freedom of press. I mean, you can just say whatever you want. You know, they don't want people to believe that. Everything is about the stock market these days. Over the past 2 decades, that's all anybody's cared about is their investments.
Yeah.
Do you think that people in the United States should try to stay away from materialism and be more focused on values than they are currently?
It hasn't worked saying that because it's said by the religious right and it's said by the left wing, and it hasn't worked. People say they believe in that, but their investments are more important than anything else.
Yeah.
At this point, and it has to be. For them, they have to be responsible.
What do you think about capitalism in general?
It's fine. It's a freedom. There isn't a moral alternative to it. Honestly, there isn't.
I only have a few more questions because I don't want to take up all of your time. If you had one message to tell the world, what would it be and why?
That people should live in peace and treat their children, well, and protect their children. Those things. And to just stay away from high weapons and, mass destruction, and protect your children. That's what I think.
Yeah. What times in your life have you found peace?
Oh, I don't know, right now.
Right now?
Yeah. I'm still hungry, but maybe something will change in that aspect.
If a random person was walking by on the street, just like anyone else, how could they help people that are experiencing homelessness on the street?
Well, by buying them something to eat.
Yeah.
That's important. I mean, I don't know if I'll eat today, but, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. And last one is, what makes you happy?
Being safe.
Being safe.
Yeah.
What makes you feel safe?
Being left alone and just being